Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a fascinating topic, the 7 types of people who just can't be saved. Now, before you get all riled up, remember this is all in good fun. We've all met these characters at some point, right? Let's be honest, sometimes you just gotta throw your hands up and say, you do you. It's like trying to teach a cat to fetch, it's just not gonna happen. So let's laugh a little, maybe learn a little, and definitely relate to each other. Are you ready to jump in? Because I am. Let's get this bread. Or should I say, let's dish out some truth. Okay, first up, we've got the chronic liar. You know the type. They could tell you the sky is green, and you'd start to doubt your own eyes. These folks are masters of their own reality. And honey, it's a reality that shifts more than a washing machine on spin cycle. The thing is, sometimes they're so good at it, they even start believing their own tall tales. It's like they've built this elaborate house of cards, and they're just adding more and more, terrified that if they stop, the whole thing will come crashing down. And you know what? Sometimes it's easier to just nod along. You try to call them out and they'll spin you a yarn 10 times more outrageous. It's exhausting. But here's the thing. As much as we might chuckle at their antics, it's actually a little bit sad, right? I mean, imagine living in a world where you can't be honest, even with yourself. So the next time you encounter a chronic liar, maybe, just maybe, offer them a little compassion. They might need it more than you know. Next up, we've got the eternal victim. Oh boy, these folks have got a storm cloud following them wherever they go. And it's never just a drizzle, it's a full-on Category 5 hurricane of drama. You know the type spilled coffee? It's a personal attack. Long line at the grocery store? The universe is conspiring against them. Flat tire? Clearly a sign that their entire life is cursed. And don't even try to offer a solution, because that just makes you part of the problem. They don't want solutions, they want sympathy. They want you to join them in their misery and validate their never-ending pity party. But here's the kicker. Deep down, I think they're scared. Scared of taking responsibility. Scared of facing their own stuff. Scared of realizing that maybe, just maybe, they have a little bit of control over their own lives. So the next time you encounter an eternal victim, try not to get sucked into their vortex of negativity. Offer a kind word, but don't get caught in the rain. Hold on to your hats, folks, because now we're dealing with the manipulator. These folks are smooth operators, masters of persuasion, and they always seem to get what they want. They're like those friends who convince you to go to that new restaurant, even though you had your heart set on pizza. Only, with the manipulator, it's not about trying something new. It's about them getting their way, always. They're experts at guilt trips, playing the victim, and twisting your words to fit their narrative. You walk away from a conversation with them feeling like you've been through the emotional ringer, and you're not even sure how it happened. The worst part? They're often charming. They lay on the flattery, tell you what you want to hear, and before you know it, you're tangled up in their web. But here's the thing, true connection comes from honesty and respect, not from pulling strings. So, if you've got a manipulator in your life, it might be time to cut those strings and set yourself free. Okay, let's talk about the narcissist. Now, these folks are in a league of their own. They're like walking, talking mirrors, reflecting only their own awesomeness back at themselves. The world revolves around them, and they're the star of their own personal reality show. They crave admiration, attention, and validation like plants need sunlight. You try to have a conversation with them, and it always circles back to their accomplishments, their problems, their brilliance. Empathy? Honey, that word isn't even in their vocabulary. Now, I'm all for self-love, but there's a fine line between confidence and, well, being completely oblivious to the needs of others. The truth is, deep down, beneath that inflated ego, there's often a lot of insecurity lurking. But trying to get them to see that, it's like trying to herd cats. It's just not gonna happen. So if you've got a narcissist in your life, protect your energy. Don't try to change them because you can't. Just set boundaries and let them admire their own reflection in peace. Let's talk about addiction. This one's a little different, you know? Because addiction, whether it's to substances, behaviors, or even people, is a powerful force. It's like this invisible monster that takes hold and whispers lies, promising comfort and escape. And it doesn't discriminate. It can affect anyone, regardless of age, background, or beliefs. It's a disease, a battle fought within. The thing about addiction is, it's not about willpower. It's about getting to the root of the pain. It's about facing those demons head on and finding healthier ways to cope. And let me tell you, that's not easy. It takes incredible strength and courage to break free from those chains. But it is possible. So, if you're struggling with addiction, please know that you're not alone. Reach out, seek help, and remember that recovery is a journey, not a destination. Okay, who's ready for a little negativity? Said no one ever. But seriously, let's talk about the perpetual pessimist. These folks are masters of doom and gloom. They're like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh, only 10 times more cynical. You tell them it's a beautiful day and they'll point out the one cloud in the sky. You share good news and they'll find a way to turn it into a potential problem. It's like they have this uncanny ability to suck the joy out of everything. And you know what? It's exhausting being around that kind of energy. But here's the thing, I think deep down, they're just scared. Scared of being disappointed, scared of getting hurt, scared of letting themselves hope for something better. So the next time you encounter a perpetual pessimist, try not to get sucked into their vortex of negativity. Instead, try to sprinkle in a little bit of optimism. Who knows, you might just brighten their day. Or at least try to. Last but not least, we've got the stubborn non-believer. These folks are set in their ways. Their opinions are carved in stone and don't even try to present them with a different perspective. They're like those friends who refuse to believe that pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. No amount of logical arguments, taste tests, or expert opinions will sway them. And you know what? Sometimes you just gotta admire their commitment to their beliefs, even if those beliefs are, well, a little questionable. But here's the thing. Life is all about learning and growing, and that means being open to new ideas and possibilities. It's about being willing to admit when we're wrong and to change our minds when presented with new information. So, if you've got a stubborn non-believer in your life, pick your battles wisely. Sometimes it's best to just agree to disagree and move on. Well, there you have it, the 7 types of people who just can't be saved. Of course, this was all in good fun. We all know people who fit these descriptions, and hey, maybe we even see a little bit of ourselves in some of them. The important thing is to approach these situations with a sense of humor and a whole lot of grace. Because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to figure things out, right? See you in the next one.